Alright, back with part 49 of Paper Mario. Last part, I think I found that my microphone is actually okay this time. So after a couple of short parts, this part should be significantly longer, if all goes according to plan. We got the star beam power, which is used to counter the effect of the star rod, and it's only useful in one battle of the game, and it's only useful for about half of the battle. We get this tiny little legendary starship to reach Bowser's castle, finally. The moment the whole game has been building up to. Well, not the moment, but the location. The general location the whole game has been building up to. Nearly everyone wishes upon this shooting star ship thing. Most wishes being either to see the princess or to eat shroom cake. They're both pretty valid wishes. Now this is the beginning of Chapter 8, but what I don't really get is why we have to go to Bowser's castle for this. Why can't the starship just go up slightly higher and just land straight at Peach's castle? You'd be able to bypass a huge section of this chapter if you could do that. Now that we're at Bowser's castle, I can say I do like the music for this level. And we have to battle Koopa Trolls to start off, and I'm never really prepared for battling them. Guess I can switch to Watt. At least they don't seem to do anything in terms of damage. And this group isn't calling any reinforcements, which is always good too. And this is a mandatory battle because you need that castle key that the Koopa Trolls hold. Then you can open this door. As you would kind of expect when you get a key, the obvious answer is to go to the door with a gigantic lock on it. I obviously did not mean to jump on in there, but I guess I must have a spike shield badge on that I forgot about. So that's definitely good to know otherwise I probably would have never realized that. That would have just been making all of these battles much more difficult than they need to be. With these guys calling reinforcements, it still could be a lot challenging. doing good with the action commands blocking this group. Hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. I guess I did bring a lot of items in case I run into trouble. And based on what these guys are doing, I might run into trouble. And you can't take them out of their shell when they're doing that. But I don't really need to use items now because I still have about halfway HP, and in addition to that, I'm going to level up at the end of this battle. Not sure if I want FP or BP. I guess I'll go with BP. And even though the spike shield badge was useful, I think I'll unequip it here. I'll also unequip power jump. And just use power plus. I might as well use that badge. I spent nearly all of my star pieces getting it. Guess I can do some decent damage to these guys now. Except when I get shrunk. How much can I do now? 2, that still isn't horrible, but it's definitely not good. I guess I can still kill them without any problems. I guess I brought over 500 coins to this place. That probably wasn't a good idea because there aren't really a lot of reasons to have coins here. Okay, yes, I do want to go through this door. You have to be standing squarely in front of them. And as it turns out, it's a trap. Who would have thought something like that would happen? Now we're stuck in an impenetrable prison, which just happens to have a heart block there. And a free tasty tonic I won't use. And a life shroom which I can discard the tasty tonic for. And there's a pretty obvious crack in the wall here, so I might as well just build that up. Now I can escape from this prison without bothering to talk to anybody. Jump along and hopefully don't fall in the lava again. Because lava hurts slightly. There's a Cooper appearance. Doesn't make a lot of them, but when he does, they're only for a few seconds, but they do help. Right, I almost forgot I can use use Lackluster to get over lava. Even though it slows you down, being over lava with Lackluster slows him down. It's pretty much the only way to get over to get around this place. Alright, there's not much over there I can do yet. Pretty sure I should be crossing over that, but I'll just check this doorway and see what's over here first. Yeah, it's a treasure chest you can't get until the lava's cleared out. So I guess we should go forward and get over to clearing that lava. Use paracarry to get around here without any problems. I know some of the gaps are wide enough that you need paracarry for, but I can't tell which ones you can just jump over. So it's better off just using him for all of them. There's a mystery over there, but I won't need it. And a thunderbolt there that I won't need either. Quickly get on this so I don't have to wait for it to come back around. I think you have to use all of your partners to get through this level. Or to get through the castle, except Goombario, because Goombario's ability doesn't actually do anything useful. Alright, this is where the lava's coming from. Let's go stop the lava. These Koopa Trolls are extremely afraid of Mario. For good reason. It's interesting when the enemies can actually be afraid when they should be. Most enemies don't care if you can destroy like 1,000 of them. They'll just keep charging straight at you without fear. Oh right, I took off Spike Shield. Would be useful for me to remember these things. Guess I'll just Starstorm these guys then. And switch to what? And miss the action commands. Alright, this battle definitely shouldn't be a problem, except I accidentally selected the Koopa Troll to attack. Meant to go for the Magic Koopa. I guess I don't have another jump attack, so it automatically selected that when I'm used to hitting the button twice and then selecting the target. And he's calling for reinforcements. Well, no matter, that's just extra free experience. They can call them names they want. And it looks like that's what he plans to do. he gets to die. 30 star points from that small battle. No coins out of it, but we have more than enough coins anyway. And we stop the flow of the lava. And it nearly immediately all dried up. And the door is locked. So I'm guessing the key has to be in that treasure chest that was way back here. The one that we couldn't get to before. Yes, that's the one. Don't jump on top of it. And there's the castle key. I just have to go forward all the way and get back to the locked door. And ignore the items because we have no room or use for them. And this is the part of the castle where you need to use what? Which is basically the only time in the game I think you actually need to use Watt's ability for something. Other than just finding hidden blocks. Even here you technically don't need to use Watt. I've seen speedrunners go through this whole place in the dark, but it's extremely impractical for normal players to try to do. There's a block back there, but I don't need that. I mean, either it just has a few coins, which I don't need, or it has an item, which I can't carry. And there's Koopa Trolls all over here now. I guess I'll have to kill them like everyone else. Another 8 star points. Super shroom, but I don't know what to do with that. I guess I could throw out this fried shroom for it. I don't think 2 FP will ever help me that much. And again, 4 HP probably wouldn't either, but given a choice between the two, you might as well take HP. Yeah, I figured it was supposed to be going up in this path. Just took the middle again because all of the other ways, that was the right way. I knew sooner or later you needed to take the top path, but I didn't know which spot it was. And more enemies I can't really avoid. Guess I missed that action command. I almost forgot they did that thing where they curve upwards. As long as they have the spikes on their head. Here we go, I adjusted for it that time. 3 or so coins. Okay, maybe the top path isn't even the right way. This doesn't seem to go anywhere. Oh wait, you take the top path and then you drop down. So yes, it was the right way. I just didn't get it right. And I'm starting to take a lot of damage. So I'll use another Star Storm. If I kill everything fast enough, then I'll level up before I have to use an item. There's one Magic Koopa down. And there goes the other Magic Koopa. Now just time for the Koopa Trolls. And he's not calling reinforcements, so this should be nice and quick. As long as I don't accidentally jump on him again. One more battle should probably be enough to level up. And we're finally through this spot where you have to hold Watt. Push this thing out of here. Which opens up a doorway. Then you get back to the same door, which apparently is obligated to keep its word and let you through. It's kind of bad security on Bowser's part. You should just have a door that refuses to let you through no matter what. I would have thought that would be the smart thing to do. Bowser's not really too smart. This Goomba apparently doesn't recognize you as Mario, and he's willing to sell you stuff from his warehouse at somewhat overpriced prices. But since we're already full on items, there's no point. And he doesn't sell anything that good. Check this direction and of course accidentally get into more battles. There's nothing new with that. And I might as well tattle these bony beetles since I couldn't in the dark area. For defense. Magic Koopa just split itself into two, so it might be difficult to kill. Oh well, sure it won't be too much of a problem. It'll probably run away once its allies are gone anyway. Magic Koopas tend to be cowards like that. And there he goes. And there I level up. So I'll go for more FP now. Might as well upgrade my FP. I mean, I have items that heal 50 FP and my max was 20. See all these diving boards from the looks of things. Basically just indicates that you will need to use sushi later. Once you fill the area with water. dive, from what I can tell. Just basically have to use sushi to wander around and push switches and get more water in the area as much as you can. Because the key must be up somewhere. There's no logical reason for thinking that other than I have the ability and the means to be going up. They wouldn't bother designing a way to go up in this castle if that's not where they were going to hide the key. Sushi again. And there's the key. Now we just have to drain all of the water again. Hopefully the same switch I was pulling on earlier drains the water now. And it does. Seems to flush all of the water down to some unknown location. I don't know if the water is just dumped out of the castle floating in the sky or what. Guess it doesn't really matter. Flush some more water out of here. And now we can get back to the door. There are some golden bullet bills shooting at us. Enemies known as bombshell bills. 6 attack. They're kind of dangerous if you get hit by them on a regular basis, but most enemies are if you're that bad at dealing with them. These battles with the bombshell bill blasters, if you have some spare time, they're a great way at farming star points. I think you can get 99 or 100 of them in one battle if you just sit there and let them shoot more bombshell bills. I won't be doing that now because I'm pretty much the level I need to be to finish this game, I think. So there's no point in wasting time in the playthrough to show off something unnecessary. And I can defeat one of the blasters right now. Let's see if I can beat this one. Not if I don't hit the action command, that's for sure. But it's no matter because I'll be able to beat him now. Even if you don't farm star points, you can still get over 20 of them in a battle. So it's pretty useful for leveling up on. I'm pretty sure there are 3 groups of them. And I just missed getting into that group, so so I have to deal with these solo bombshell bills again. I actually have no idea why I switched to Galarian. It must have been a reflex. Open this battle with the first strike of bombing. And by bombing these guys, I should be able to destroy one of them. Maybe. Alright, yeah, not on this turn actually. Just has 1 HP left. It will get destroyed though, you can count on that. Right here. Action Command Body Slam only does 1 damage to these guys. They do have a lot of defense. Should be done this turn though. There's another 17 star points. And just one more group. Okay, never mind, there are definitely 2 more groups. So this will drag on a bit. Guess this part drags on more than I remember. Here's another few bombshell bills down. And I couldn't get into the battle with the bombshell bills there. Or the bombshell bill blasters. So I have to get into another battle with bombshell bills that does damage to me. Luckily I am leveling up soon, so this damage won't be too big of a deal. Just jump into the battle. And there's a Koopa Troll in this one. Nice of him to mix things up slightly. Open things with a Starstorm. And I should be able to kill them all with a Mega Bomb. Or Power Bomb and save some time. 11 star points from just a couple moves. Now hopefully this is the last group. And from the looks of that door over there, I'm pretty sure it is. And since I'm leveling up right after this battle, I don't have to worry about saving star energy or FP, so I can just use it all in this battle. Or as much as I need to. The Power Bomb should do it. And there they go. Upgrade my FP to 30 now. It should help slightly in the final boss, I guess. And now we got these jerks throwing bones at you. And luckily they can't hit me while I'm pushing that. I beat all of the dry bones at once or use fire attacks against them to beat them. Guess I'll defeat the other enemies and focus on the dry bones last. And I might as well use Starstorm again. Hopefully it'll help. Hopefully I won't need the star energy later. I think with the way I just did things, I'm going to have to target the dry bones before I bring the beetle. Even then, I don't know if it would work. Now I still can't walk around the dry bones to attack the bony beetle. So I guess all I can do is change partners. Attack like that. It's kind of annoying how I can't just walk around the corpse. Can't get that hurt, I guess. See if I can find a key for that door over there. Gotta be behind one of these blocks. Speaking of blocks, there's a hurt block here. That'll definitely help. Since I'm going to run into more pointless battles. I think I'll try boosting Mario's attack and see if it helps. Those Hammer Brothers hits me, I'm gonna be tiny and lose a lot of attack anyway. Well, assuming they hit me with an attack, which could happen. I think I'll use one on the hammer. Probably a better decision than attacking the Magic Koopa. Except I missed the action command, so maybe I should have attacked the Magic Koopa with Watt for all the good I did on my own. And I missed the action command there, so we're gonna have even more problems now. At least the Magic Koopa's out of the equation. You'd think when they throw 5 hammers at once it would be harder to hit the action command for, but it's actually easier. Alright, just the dry bones left. And my attack power has returned to normal. So it doesn't stand a chance. I think you only get star points from the dry bones if you use fire attacks to destroy them completely. There's a doorway there, but I'm gonna just move that out of the way there. And open this hidden doorway. Which has the key. If you don't know how to move that block there, or if you don't know you're supposed to move that block there, you can get pretty easily lost at this point. I remember it happening to me before. I went back and forth through several screens and just couldn't figure out what to do because this room is empty. hit this heart block to heal up, get back to that door, unlock it, and then that'll be the end of this part because it's been going pretty long. So I can explore the rest of Bowser's Castle in part 50.